set to begin. Escaping.
And has just continued to develop.
Hawkins, a true freshman. They really love him in pass protection. He's in there to block here on third down. Now leaks out. A strike over the man. Trey Williams dropped it.
Don't see that much from Trey Williams. It would have been his 10th reception of the year, and I tell you what, it's right on the money. Nice 9 out of 11 turnovers. They've scored touchdowns.
Mestemaker downfield.
What a throw. I mean, I watched plenty of video on this young man this week and didn't see one like.
Mestemaker zings one up the middle.
Chenault's their best cover corner.
Prior to the pass, holding defense, number 9.
Right on a crossing route, run with some power.
This mean green offense has scored at least 30 points in every game. Mestemaker underneath, South Alabama. Bring the blitz. Mestemaker complete
down runs against Army.
Mestemaker keeps, gets the edge, in for 6.
And lightning.
Off play action, wide open, Brandon Young in the flat.
Totally off balance defensively.
Varying the tempo. Mestemaker, high throw, brought down.
Dorner from Division II Shepherd. And I'm telling you, this kid can really focus in on just one.
Quick throw, intercepted. Picked off by Schuler. 3 total turnovers in this game. 2
in game, and Anishraf comes to town, and the guy throws an interception.
You realize you come to town.
Of the defense.
You come to town with me, by the way. They set up the screen. Hawkins.
Oh, wow.
USF showing blitz.
You got to convert here if you're North Texas, and UCF will get some pretty good field position if they hold up.
They rush forward with a twist. Mestemaker, high throw.
That out way back a long time ago, but that's how good his hands are. Comes out of his hands, just jumps off his hand.
Backpedaling, finds Hawkins on the check down.
South Florida defense, Todd Orlando, their defensive coordinator, they have to tackle in space because you're going to get some crazy, exotic formations. You're going to be one-on-one in a lot of them.
Backside pressure, middle. Movie, North Dallas 40. 3rd down. Mestemaker, incomplete. Turnovers, no harm, no foul. North Texas unable to.
Defense, pass interference, defense, number 1. That penalty is declined. Personal foul.
Boy, the big penalty there for North Texas, and this is going to give them even better.
The fake to Hawkins off the RPO.
Maker is his ability to change gears with his throws. Get into that a little more after this one.
What?
Pass interference, defense.
Revamped defensive front, and D coordinator Todd Orlando feels they hit on quite a few on the D-line in the transfer portal.
That's the difference in the defense this year.
Pressure coming. Mestemaker gets rid of it.
It comes from an unorthodox spot, not the classic delivery. It's around size to pull it back and let it go.
Middle pressure, that ball batted down.
Around his waist. You see right here the left tackle.
Five-man pressure. Mestemaker underneath. Forces back up.
You don't get very many 6'4" walk-ons at that position, do you?
Quick was throw for 393 yards and then run for a touchdown. And then won the job in the offseason. That's enough.
Working and kept working, earned the respect of his teammates, and he is he's going to be something else here.
Nickel blitz from South Florida. Mestemaker runs.
Showing you being able, when everything is covered on the back end, can avoid traffic in the pocket. I want to know if EJ's ever heard of a story like that where a guy didn't play or take a varsity snap and end up starting in college.
Not just starting, thriving. Although that
still real estate along the sideline for that interception to happen. Now, Anise, the pressure on the guys in the black unis.
Trailing for the first time tonight. Drew Mestemaker's thrown his first 2 interceptions of the season tonight. Mestemaker, that's intercepted. His 3rd pick of the night. Fred Gaskin was one of the highest rated recruits in USF history, had offers from the likes of Bama, Florida State, Miami, Penn State.
Boy, I just don't like where Mestemaker holds the ball. Only once for North Texas. That's the difference in the scoreboard right now.
Mestemaker's thrown 3 picks. Low. Hawkins goes wide. Quick slant.
Some score. Get a score and get back in this game. This changed the look up.
On the shallow cross, that ball is knocked out.
And reference this, but he's the guy that you want getting off the bus first.
Mestemaker's throw
for ball carriers.
Young now comes in motion. They set up the tunnel screen. The speedy Coleman. Can he get to the second level? Wow. He can take this to Timber.
And there are a lot of them in the Dallas area.
Coleman feathers the side. Catches 93 yards for Miles Coleman. They go right back to him. He's taken over as the lead running back with 7 touchdowns in his last 2 games. Nobody open. Mestemaker slings it to the end.
Lower than that.
Screen pass to Wyatt Young. Fake to Hawkins. And the sack.
South Florida. Yet North Texas has still got a lot of time.
He was a backup quarterback pretty much throughout high school. He started some games on the freshman B team, but never started a varsity game at QB. There's that middle screen.
Really deep.
McGill's the running back here on 3rd down. Mestemaker has to check down to McGill. That people will get behind a winning North Texas program.
Oh, yeah.
You hope that they can bounce back from this defeat and still have the support of their fans and students as sides. I put USF up there with the top playoff candidates out of the group of 5.
I think so, and that resume that you just recited is going to go a long way in their favor as they work on this South Florida football team, especially on the offense.
Sides hauls it in
from the midsection. Hawkins certainly capable of doing it.
Mestemaker's throw.
I'd like to see him carry it a little bit higher. And you deliver it with accuracy, but when things start to break down around you, that's when that's going to happen. Joke. Going to get a lot of different looks. Going to keep him playing the game between his ears.
Mestemaker with no. 35-7 South Florida in the second half. Nickel blitz down the seam, perfect.
Young, but
a lot of injuries in the game tonight. And in the second half, it has been all Bulls. Mestemaker with a screen pass to Landon Sides. 14th play of this drive. Mestemaker to the air. Mestemaker.